NTA International News.
Food and Agriculture Organization supports boosting of food production in Nigeria, in the northeast region of Nigeria. National Assembly threatens to revoke licenses of oil companies that default in remitting royalties to government. And cultural experts advocate need to reposition culture and tourism to boost Nigeria's economy. Hello there, good to have you join us on the news on NTA International. I am Shegun Lawale. Nigeria has called on member nations of the Gulf of Guinea Commission to rejig their commitment to make the region a zone of peace, security, and sustainable development for countries, peoples, and other stakeholders. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, at the fourth ordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States and Government of the Gulf of Guinea Commission in Abuja, emphasizes the urgent need to tackle maritime security challenges. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports that Nigeria at the summit was elected to chair the commission. The United Nations and Borno State government are to boost farming activities in the state as displaced farming communities return home. Musa Baba Aliyu reports that farm inputs and implements are to be distributed to 110,000 households in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states.
Farming activities have been disrupted in most communities in Borno State for the past 6 years. This is as a result of insurgency, which have displaced the people, thereby creating food insecurity, not only in Borno, but the entire northeastern states. 40-year-old Yamada Adama is one of the victims of insurgency in Maiduguri. She told NTA that she lost her husband as well as 200 cattle to insurgency. Yamada and other 270,000 people have returned to their communities. They are abandoned and they are ready to pick up farming activities again. To this end, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations is supporting them with farming implement and inputs to boost their farming activities.
The Borno State Agricultural Development Programs have identified these LGAs as areas that have potential for irrigation of vegetables and rice. So we just worked with them in that area, in those areas, and used their assessments. So basically we are in partnership with the government in trying to do these interventions.
The donation and distribution of such important agricultural input by the FAO to the deserving populace could go a long way in boosting agricultural activities and provide the most needed support for the internally displaced persons and returnees to uplift them from the shock of food insecurity and promote their livelihood and reduce the burdens of the host communities.
700,000 people are also to benefit from the gesture in Adama and Yobe states. From Maiduguri, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Now, cultural experts have advocated the need to position culture and tourism as the lever of Nigeria's economic growth and development. In this special report, Uina Akaluoka takes a look at the potentials of the sector.
Tourism is primarily for entertainment and preservation of cultural heritage, but today a business angle has been introduced, and this is thriving fast as over 10% of the global GDP is from the tourism sector. And there are positive signals that this may grow by 3.3% annually by 2030.
We put all the effort and necessary things. The tourism will help Nigerians.
1.5% of this global GDP is from Nigeria, and industrial players are having their reservation that 1.5% to the GDP is not a fair representation.
There are other countries in this world that they don't have any other mineral resources, they don't have any other thing. The only thing they have is tourism.
From the hills of the north down to the mangroves in the south, Nigeria is endowed with many artifacts